yo trato, que es mi anhelo, derritar un poco el hielo, hacer un poquito menos el miedo. No nos miramos a la cara, ni casi nunca, como animales cazados en la jungla huyendo. Dime a dónde ir, dime quién aquí recuerda cómo sentir y dime qué puñeta va a pasar. Si nadie aquí recuerda cómo amar, si nos conformamos con lo que será, sin apiadarnos para nada de lo que pasa allá en Mesopotamia. Now that the end is near and the fertile fields soaking blood and tears, pathetic tragedy that involves us all, Western civilization's inevitable downfall.
All right, so talk about how you first encountered Brotherman.
Okay, well, I'd be the first to say that Brotherman had an impact on me because of what was going on in that particular period in time. When you look at the late 80s and the early 90s, there was a lot of protest that was taking place on college campuses. There was an uprising at Morris Brown College, which is not too far away from here, in 1990. And around the same time at Howard University, there was an uprising by the students against the administration. So protest was the rule of the day, if you will. And I recall during that same period, hip-hop was really starting to take form. So when we start looking at those 5 elements of hip-hop, when we look at the music, when we look at the turntables, when we look at the dress, when we look at the artwork, that's where Brotherman kicks in. I see Brotherman as being the epitome of what we consider to be the art genre of hip-hop. And he came at the right time when hip-hop was really taking root. There was no other art mainstream like Brotherman. So it really filled that void when we start playing back the tape of, the 5 elements of hip-hop. And when we look at art, Brotherman really fills that void more than any other type of artwork that was going on. So granted, we had graffiti. We know we had plenty of graffiti that was going on. We had the spray painting. We look at a lot of the old hip-hop videos, and again, it was all kind of spray painted walls and things of that nature. But as far as taking that type of art form and putting it in such a fashion that the world could get with, that's what Dawood and his brother did, the Sims family did with Brotherman. I didn't realize it at the time, but as a researcher and such as Dr. Gales here, as we've sort of taken a step back some 15, 20 years later and looked at hip hop, we could easily see how Brotherman was the epitome of what artwork was for the hip-hop generation. And I talk about the golden era of hip-hop, and that's what Brotherman represents. Not this whole genre, what we call rap now, because this is not hip-hop that we're listening to, this is rap music. Brotherman represents hip-hop. Again, there was no other major art form that was put out to the masses other than Brotherman as it represents hip-hop. We can talk about it now, but as we were going through it then, anybody who's been interviewed for this particular piece, as we were going through it, we didn't understand it. We just knew that there was protest in the music. We had Public Enemy, we had X-Clan, we had all of the Queen Latifahs, the MC Lights. We had all of those individuals, the KRS-Ones of the world, Scott LaRock before he was killed. We had all those individuals that were giving us those positive messages in the music, and brothers like Dawood being right there in East Orange, New Jersey, right there next to the cradle of hip hop. They were influenced by that, and so they were influenced to such a degree that they opened their little art shop and started selling T-shirts and things of that nature. But little did they understand the impact of what these brothers that were across the Harlem River doing and giving them. So whether you're talking about Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, whether you're talking about Fort Greene, whether you're talking about Harlem, whether you're talking about the Bronx, the Boogie Down, up top, Money Earning, Mount Vernon, when you're talking about hip hop, you're talking about Dawood and his family that were they were being affected by what they were listening to in the music. And it came out in the form of Brotherman. So I say emphatically that I was a student at Morehouse at the time, and Brotherman made his way down here. Of course, there were no Barnes and Noble of the world to distribute Brotherman, so we all got him from the Shrine of the Black Madonna, which is not too far away. Went into the Shrine of the Black Madonna, saw that first issue of Brotherman, and I was thinking, boy, what is this? And looked at it and said, wow, a black superhero. I'm down with this, because I grew up reading Luke Cage. I grew up reading the Black Panther, but that wasn't quite it. I mean, it just, those were great stories. But I was more of an Iron Man. I was more of a Hulk. And I think I still have this pole protruding his body. But anyway, that notwithstanding, Yeah, I mean, I pride myself in this nice physique. But anyway, that notwithstanding, I want to say that again, I read these action comics growing up. And so when Brotherman came on the scene, it spoke to me to such a degree that not only did I buy Brotherman for myself, but I would send it to my nephew back home in South Carolina. As a matter of fact, I brought so many Brotherman issues, I probably have them spread all across different parts of the country. Fortunately, I still have all of mine. I've only found 9, 10, and 11, but I know I have the whole collection at home. But again, I just have to say, to the brother Dawood and to his family, that again, that was a good look in creating Brotherman and looking at it historically as we put it in the same context of history, in the same context of hip hop. It fits right in. And again, I would say that Brotherman and Dawood, that they really need to be up there with the icons of the golden era of hip hop. That as we hold up, again, the Public Enemies, that we hold up all of those groups that just had so much of an impact on us, that gave us the protest and the music. When it comes to the art form, we have to put Brotherman right up there with it. So again, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk about the Brotherman project. Again, it's just had a deep impact on me. Just earlier today, I shared it with my 3 sons. I have 3 sons now, 12, 10, and 14 months. And we had a conversation about Brotherman. So it's all about, as Dawood is saying, how he wants to take this to the next level. And I want to say that I was there from day one. Been a Brotherman comic fan from day one. And I like to say, when we talk about hip hop, and when we talk about the 5 genres of hip hop, we need to start incorporating Brotherman and Brother Dawood and the Sims family for being a part of the whole hip hop message during the golden era of hip hop. So I thank you for the time.
Mesopotamia, I take it to your fields and ask you, do you want it for real? Have you any idea what you're fixing to take? Do you understand just what's at stake? Same dumpster full of trash, same exchanges of cash. Señor Oficial, looking for beef, same hustler with the